The world of TRON is where architecture defies not just gravity, but reality itself. We're diving deep into this digital realm, a place where buildings are made of light, and the laws of physics are more like polite suggestions. But before you dismiss this as just another CGI light show, let me just say that TRON Legacy is a revolution in digital architecture that's been secretly influencing our world since 2010. Let's start with the elephant in the room, or should I say, the neon elephant in the pitch black room. TRON Legacy's distinctive style is a mashup of minimalism, deconstructivism, and what I like to call cyber-brutalism. It's as if Mies van der Rohe and Zaha Hadid had a digital love child, raised by light cycles. The result? A world that's simultaneously stark and complex, minimalist and overstimulating. Now, about that color palette. You might think, it's just black and blue, how hard can it be? But you have no idea. The film's color scheme is a great example in restriction breeding creativity. By limiting themselves primarily to black backgrounds with blue, white, and occasional orange accents, the designers created a world that's instantly recognizable and utterly alien. It's like they took the blue light filter on your phone and turned it into an entire universe. Let's start our tour with the Disc Wars Arena. This isn't just a fancy frisbee playground, it's a marvel of digital engineering created using volumetric projection. Imagine if you took a 3D model, sliced it like a giant glowy onion, and then projected each slice onto a 2D plane. You've got depth, transparency, and enough vertigo to make MC Escher dizzy. The symmetrical design isn't just for show. It emphasizes the 360-degree nature of the game, turning every match into a dizzying dance of death. But hold on a little longer, because the Cycle Wars Arena is where things get really wild. This vast, dark space with its reconfigurable terrain wasn't just designed by humans. It was born from an algorithm. That's right, the production team taught a computer to play with light Legos. The result is a constantly shifting landscape that's never the same twice. It's like if Inception had a baby with a rave, and that baby really liked geometry. Now let's catch our breath at Flynn's safe house. You might think it's just a fancy IKEA showroom with better lighting, but you'd be wrong. You're really not good at this guessing game, are you? The design team based it on radical modernism, a real architectural movement that's all about simplicity, functionality, and making your house look like it could double as a spaceship. The warm whites contrasting with the stark exterior isn't just pretty, it's a visual metaphor for Flynn's isolation. Deep, right? Speaking of deep, let's dive into the end-of-line club. This multi-level marvel is where deconstructivism meets disco. Those reflective surfaces aren't just there for Zeus to check his hair. They're a clever trick to hide the fact that most of the club is CGI. By reflecting the few real elements on set, they created the illusion of a much larger, more complex space. It's architectural smoke and mirrors, with more emphasis on the mirrors. And finally, the pièce de résistance, the portal. This colossal structure isn't just a fancy elevator to reality, it's the movie's entire theme made manifest. The chaotic fragmented base represents the grid, while the orderly, circular portal symbolizes enlightenment. Like if Plato designed a nightclub, and then that nightclub ate a bunch of other, smaller nightclubs. But here's the mind-blowing part. All of this, every glowing line, every surface, was designed to be functionally possible. The VFX team used the concept of holographic illumination to ensure every light source could theoretically exist in the real world. They built a digital city with digital building codes. Its attention to detail on a level that would make even the most obsessive-compulsive programmer proud. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us which piece of TRON architecture you'd most like to live in. And remember, in cyberspace, no one can hear you scream, unless you forgot to mute yourself on Zoom again.